Newcastle 1, Man United 0. I'm here with Paul for the quick thoughts.
Evening.
It's better to just have more than me, because last week I had a bit of a moan last week. But this week, a bit more beat. They couldn't have responded in any better fashion, could they?
That was absolutely fantastic. I said before, and on the vlog you'll see what was going to happen first. Steve Bruce's first home win or Brexit. And fuck. It's Steve Bruce's first win, because we were desperate.
Win a Premier League title before Brexit happens.
Oh,
to be honest.
Fucking hell, them clowns down south. Just absolutely buzzing. I mean, that Man United team, are as far from a Man United team as I think I can ever remember, certainly in my lifetime. The midfield, they were just totally devoid of ideas, of confidence. We were toothless at times, but we seem to have a bit of a plan going forward. It's amazing as soon as you go back to the tried and tested ways, Steve Bruce, give you a fucking head a wobble, of last season, and then what happens? We actually win a game of football at St James's Park and get 3 massive points against, like I say, a Man United team.
A good mid-table side.
Yeah, a decent mid-table side. To be honest, Brighton give us a better game. Seriously, Brighton give us a better game.
But usually I go from the start. We made 5 changes, Paul. Saint-Maximin came in, Matty Longstaff came in, the two North East lads, 2 North Shields lads came in together in the midfield. Coming up trumps. And what did you think of the changes? Were you happy with the changes going back to a wing-back system? Because I thought it was pretty obvious after Leicester, mate.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've said all along, you didn't have to reinvent the wheel. There wasn't much broken from last season. So, you know, Bruce has tried to sprinkle his fairy dust magic across it. It didn't work. He went back to type today. I was a little bit surprised about the Clark one, but I'll tell you something, he didn't really put a foot wrong.
Clark always does well, mate, when he comes into the squad.
Yeah, so. that was his first, I think, league start since January. He's played 1 cup game since. I was surprised that if he was going to make a change defensively, I thought Fernandez would have come in. But I was happy to see the Longstaffs play together. Over the moon about ASM, and he just pushes you. He gets you. He's an outlet. He pushes you forward. Yeah. He's got the tricks. Williams. Yeah, I was okay with that one, but the one I was surprised about was Kieran Clark. Really surprised about
Shout out to DeAndre Edlin, though, came back into the team.
Bloody
and
brilliant.
Daniel James didn't get a look in. Honestly, fantastic from him.
No,
and it's nice to have a right back that's safe and to have at the back, you know, because we've had a couple of problems in that position.
He had the Man United players, he treated them like a bitch.
I want to go on to the goal, Paul. The goal, it falls to Matty Longstaff, we're shouting shoot, and he just buries it into the bottom left-hand corner. Fantastic.
Fairy tale stuff, isn't it?
From local lad Matty Longstaff in his Premier League debut, to bang it in like that and give with a win that takes you out the bottom 3. It's the stuff fairy tales are made of, mate.
It is, and I tell you what, Steve Bruce at full time, never mind just a hug or a high five or a handshake. He wants to be going the full fucking way with that lad. He's saved his fucking goose, big star, because the defeat today would have been tragic. But what a technique. It was not an easy goal to score. It was absolutely fantastic. And the atmosphere, which had been up and down during the game, not the best. The place, the scenes, it went mental. It went absolutely fucking mental.
Well, after the Matty Longstaff goal, we did pretty well. Defensively, Man United had a couple of shots outside the box through Fred. But bar that, they really offered very little.
He was atrocious. He was absolutely terrible.
The Longstaffs ran circles around him and McTominay. I do rate McTominay, but I think he needs leaders around
the
Longstaffs
today
for the future. He's one for the future, though.
Yeah, the Longstaffs today, we've said all along, we've struggled in midfield, but them together, I don't know, one seemed to egg the other one onto a better performance, and that natural chemistry that they've got was just the perfect tonic. You know, defensively offering protection and getting the ball forward. Some nice touches, laying it simply, getting it forward. They just had a little bit of everything, and Man United, I think they lost that match, a lot of it. They were so devoid in the middle of the park, devoid of ideas and creativity, but absolutely buzzing. I can't believe it.
But just to wrap up, we'll hang on, we'll get out of the bottom 3, great win, great confidence, and roll on Chelsea in a couple of weeks. But it's a good way to end the international break, you know. It's after a very frustrating trip down to Leicester, very frustrating game, begging for taxis off players and such. It's a good way to bounce back. Obviously, you've got to respond in the right way. And Lascelles said that in his interview. They've got to respond in the right way, and they have. So fair play to them. They all defended very well. The player ratings are going to be very good tonight. All the videos are going to be on, especially as well the radio show. By the time this goes out, will probably just be going live, so stay tuned for that as well, because all we're going to get were reactions and things like that. But yeah, what do you think in the comments below? He's buzzing. I'm buzzing. Man United fans, your team's shit. I'm sorry, but but yeah, let us know in the comments what you think below. And yeah, roll on Chelsea. Catch us in a bit. Ta-ra.